Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I will basically be telling you guys everything that I did to lose weight. This is not going to be a very long video because I know that you guys just want to know exactly what it is I did, and I'm here to tell you guys that. And if you see me looking down, I just have everything written down in my notebook because I just don't want to forget anything, and I want to make sure that I give you guys everything that you need. I want all the girls who may not be confident how they look or may not just like how their bodies look to step out and gets to it, because yeah, but let's just get into it. First thing, you cannot lose weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. What being in a calorie deficit is you're eating less calories than you typically burn. Your maintenance calories is basically how many calories you need to maintain the current body weight that you are in. So if you're eating less than your maintenance calories, that means that your body is forced to then burn in some fat to kind of like replace what you took away. So when you're in a calorie deficit, for beginners, I always say 200 to 300 less than your maintenance. If your maintenance is 2000, then you'll be eating 17 to 1800 calories. After a couple of like weeks doing that, then I definitely recommend upping it to maybe like, 400 to 500. That's where you'll definitely 400, 500, 600. That's where you'll definitely start seeing like major results. It is a little, but my girls who do have issues with overeating, I will say that being in a calorie deficit actually helps me a lot because it made me more aware of how much food I was eating. Because obviously, like, when you're in a calorie deficit, you have to track your food. I think that it's best to track your food. I know some people who are in calorie deficits who don't track their food, but realistically, those are people who are kind of more experienced in this department. As a beginner though, because it's just so much knowledge, I really do recommend tracking your food. MyFitnessPal, that's my girl. We go like this. I'll also add TDE calculator in the description box below so you guys can check out what your maintenance calories is. So you just click the link. It's going to ask you, your sex, your height, your weight, how active you are, and based off of all of that, it's going to give you the number. So essentially, you know exactly how much calories that you need to be eating. And even if you don't want to do that, if you go into MyFitnessPal and actually put in your goals, it'll automatically do it for you. So if you're like 180, you want to be 160, you want to lose 1 pound per week, like it'll literally tell you at the end, like when you go back to like your main screen, it'll show you exactly how many calories you need to be eating. So that's why I love MyFitnessPal. Like, that is really like, for beginners, MyFitnessPal, chef's kiss. The only thing about MyFitnessPal is the protein that they tell you to eat is a little but besides that, I love MyFitnessPal. But yeah, definitely calorie deficit. You can't lose any of the weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. Like, that is number one. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying. Take it from me, they're lying. So this second tip actually kind of pairs in with the first one, like everything does. The second tip is change your diet. Change your diet, change your diet, change your diet. And I wrote here, stop cooking with oils. I'm not saying never use oil again, but you will be so surprised how much calories oil holds. And when you begin to track your food and you realize how much calories you are putting into oil that could have been put into something else, you'll understand what I'm saying. I still cook with them, but I try to keep it to a minimum. If I could find a way to not use it, I really rather not. Yeah, especially for the waistline. For the girls who are trying to get rid of their stomach, I'm telling you, oil is like it's like your enemy. Oil, sugar, all those things, yeah, not good for your stomach at all. Eat more whole foods. Now, don't get me wrong. I have Dunkin' right here. I have a coffee right here. That's one thing about me. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be so real with you. I have a coffee right here, but keep in mind, the last time I had Dunkin', honestly, last time I had Dunkin' was maybe a month ago. So February. Last time I had a coffee was when I came back from my trip in January. Keep in mind, every bone in my body wanted to get a medium, because usually I get medium coffees. I got a small because I got goals, and I know that moderation, that's why I say, like, and I don't mean to get a little off track, but when it comes to changing your diet, I'm not saying that you need to eat leaves and you need to eat berries and you just need to eat nuts for the rest of your life. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you need to, like I said, eat more whole foods over processed foods. I like me some fast food too, so that's why I said, that's why I showed you guys this, because I don't want anyone to be thinking that I'm BSing you guys. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I will eat more whole foods over processed foods, because at the end of the day, like I said, I have goals. I know I want a slim stomach and a fat So with that being said, I know processed foods is literally gonna steer me in the opposite direction of that goal. In addition to that, stop drinking your calories. And like I said, I have my Dunkin', my coffee, but the last time I had it was in January. Stop drinking your calories. And like I said, when you start counting, you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, Julia was right. I know. Guys, I'm a whole personal trainer. This is why I do this, because I find enjoyment in this. I find enjoyment in talking about this. I find enjoyment in helping people with this. So I'm here for you. I really am. When you're eating between 16 to 1900 calories a day, and you're trying to prioritize protein, your protein is literally what's gonna help you get that, like, those curves and help you just build your muscles in chef's kiss way. So with that being said, protein is your best friend. Besides being in a calorie deficit, protein is your best friend. So you're losing weight all over your body, right? Fat and muscle. But when you eat more protein, you're allowing your muscle mass to be able to stay in your body. So basically, when you prioritize protein, that protein is going to your muscles, which is going to allow you to keep your muscles and just primarily shed fat. So throughout my weight loss journey, I've been measuring myself every single month. From this time that I started till this month, I measure myself. Make sure you take your measurements. You want to take your measurements. You want to see the progress. You want to know if workouts are working for you, if they're not working out for you. So that's what I did. And when I looked at when I started and where I am now, I noticed that I lost twice the amount of inches on my waist than my glutes. So I think my waist, it was like 6 inches, and my glutes, I only lost 3. Why? Because I was prioritizing protein. Even if I'm not eating enough calories, because that's gonna happen if we're gonna be serious for just 1 minute. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have days where you don't hit your calorie goals, and don't stress about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. I swear, like, I miss them too some days. But one thing I always say is, if I'm gonna eat here and there, I'm at least gonna make sure it has a decent amount of protein in it. Protein is your best friend. And yeah, just don't restrict yourself. Like, don't make your diet miserable. Don't make yourself miserable. Like, this is supposed to be a really fun journey. You're supposed to watch yourself grow in so many ways, and it's like, if you're gonna restrict yourself in every way possible, that's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna be sustainable long term. It's not. It's really not. Like I said, you gotta be nice to yourself and just trust the process. Start with working out 3 times a week. I always say working out 3 times a week is like chef's kiss for beginners. 3 times is sustainable. 3 times you can, there's 7 days out the week. You can work out 3 times a day, 3 times a week. You can. You can. You may think that you can't, but I promise you can. If you really like set that time to do it, you'll be like, oh shoot, that's not that bad. You really only need like an hour, hour and a half max, if I'm gonna be honest with you. And guys, we spend an hour, hour and a half scrolling on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter. We all do it. I do it. So I know. 10,000 steps a day, 6 days a week. I'm telling you, get your steps in. You are going to see your stomach flatten. Train with intensity and food in your stomach. Let me tell you something. I've been making really bad decisions lately, and I've been working out with no food in my stomach. And it's not intentional. It's just the times that I decide to wake up, it's really on a, I'm waking up, getting dressed, and I'm running out the house. And it's like, realistically, I need to prioritize, obviously, eating. Because I got the training with intensity down. It's the eating part. Eating before you go to the gym. Especially something that's very like carb heavy, because carbs is not the enemy. Don't let anybody tell you carbs is the enemy. If they tell you carbs are the enemy, they want you to pass out. Carbs is literally where you get your energy from. Carbs is where you get your energy from. And if you're not eating carbs, how are you going to have energy to work out? How are you going to have energy to do your 10K steps? How are you going to have energy to make sure that your diet is good? How are you going to have energy to even be in a calorie deficit? Being in a calorie deficit already means that you're not giving your body enough food essentially to function, which is why it then is forced to, you know, use whatever's stored, your stored fats, to get that energy. 2 rice cakes, throw some honey on it. Yeah. You're gonna be set. And honey works as honey makes you sweat. So you basically just got food and a pre-workout in one. Try it and let me know. But also training with intensity. Training with intensity is so important, because if you're not putting that work in every exercise that you do, you're not really gonna see the results that you want to. Like, you have to want to do this, and training with intensity means that you want to do this. Sometimes you're not gonna like how it feels. Sometimes your muscles are gonna burn. But the way I see it, it's, do I want my muscles to burn but I got a fat ass? Or do I want my muscles not to burn, but I'm just not confident in how I look? I don't like how any of my clothing fits on me. I don't like to take pictures anymore. I barely go out with my friends because I feel like everyone else looks good and I'm not secure in how I look. I think I'm gonna take the muscles burning for maybe the 2 minutes. I'll take the 2 minutes. I really would. Like, I would take the 2 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I've been taking the 2 minutes, so. And I've been liking the 2 minutes, so. Following a structured workout guide. Following a structured workout guide will literally ensure that you go to the gym and you know what you're doing. On top of that, following a structured workout guide also ensures that you see the growth in the places that you want to see the growth. Because once you have a guide, it will literally like transform your body in the way that the guide is supposed to. I've bought guides before. I also do offer guides. I have made my 8-week weight loss guide. And just because it says 8 weeks does not mean that you just do it for 8 weeks. It's just 8 weeks because 8 weeks you will see results. If you want to do it for longer, you can. If you want to do it for a less amount of time, you can as well. It has everything. Like, everything is in there. Everything. I have the guide right up here because I want to actually let you guys know everything that's in this guide, because I've had a couple of people ask me this question, so now I have it on video. It has, you know, my message to everyone before you even start. It has the little tips and tricks for staying consistent, staying motivated. It has the 3 days of workouts, and one of the workouts is actually a glute isolation day, because this weight loss guide does cater to your glutes, because I know everybody wants a slim waist and a fat. So it has workouts for the gym and at home, so you have the option of choosing either or. And actually for at home, it has an additional day which is optional, just because I know that some people do feel like, you know, being at the gym, they are able to burn more calories. So if you were worried about that, I do have an additional day for at home that will get you to where it is that you need to get. I have my food and nutrition recommendations, and I go in a little bit about that, and I let you guys know some of the things that I recommend. I also just have a list of more nutrition things and nutritious aspects of this for you guys to just, you know, follow and just, you know, follow. The weekly meal plan is also included, and then I have some more consistency tips, and then there's something else at the end that only if the girls who get the guide at the end know what I'm talking about, and some of you have gotten it, and I'm so appreciative. And I'm so appreciative to the people who tell me that they actually like it, because I put so much effort into it. I wanted to make sure that it really was beginner friendly and just easy to follow and understand. My favorite thing in the whole wide world is to help people. Like, no BS. Anyone who knows me, they know that's my favorite thing to do. So while I was just making the guide, I'm like, okay, I have to put myself back in like beginner Julia. What were things I were confused about? What were things that I wish I saw in other guides? What were things that, you know, I wish I knew? What were some tips and tricks that I wish I had known? So everything is in that guide. Do I recommend you buy my guide? Yeah, I'm biased. Of course I'm going to tell you guys to buy my guide. Realistically, if you know anyone who has a guide and you really trust them, I recommend getting it, not just mine. Like, because I've gotten guides from other people that were literally beautiful. Chef's kiss. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right, and then our last tip is prioritizing good quality sleep. Now, when the girls used to say this, I did not get it. I didn't get it. I was like, I don't get, like, everyone tells me that I need my what, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, but I never really got it. Honestly, I recommend like do 7. 6 is kind of pushing it, but 7, yes. But I never used to understand that your muscles literally grow and repair while you sleep. Like, the majority of your muscle growth happens when you are sleeping. So that being said, if you're in the gym for an hour and you are tearing your muscles apart, and when I say tearing, I just mean because in order for your muscles to grow, they do have to, you know, create little tears, and that's when the protein comes in. You know, your muscles basically absorb the protein and it helps repair those tears. If your body only repairs it while you're sleeping, then shouldn't you be getting proper sleep? Ever since I saw it like that, then I'm like, okay, if I want a fat dump truck, I need to sleep. That's no problem I love to sleep, so that was no problem by me. But I definitely did have a habit of not prioritizing my sleep. I would get 2-3 hours of sleep sometimes and just be on work mode. Once I start prioritizing my sleep, I actually saw my quads grow. I've been working out my quads this entire time. The only thing I've been doing different is prioritizing my sleep. I have a bedtime and I have a time to wake up, and I know that I'm getting at least my 7 hours when I do that. When I realized that sleep was actually allowing me to grow my quads, I was like, hold on. This was it? This is all I needed? That was it? Just some sleep? Yeah, some sleep, girl. Get that sleep. Get that sleep and see what I'm talking about. So if you're doing all four, eating in a calorie deficit, or changing your diet from whole foods to processed foods, exercising regularly and moving your body throughout the day, and you are prioritizing good quality sleep, you're gonna come back and you're gonna give me a kiss on the forehead. Y'all, I just want to see my girls win. I just want to see my girls confident. I just want to see my girls doing what they want to do. And one thing that I always tell my clients, I don't ever want people to feel like they have to feel, you know, like insecure or judged or anything, any of those, just those like negative feelings around me. Because girl, once again, I lost 40 pounds. So I was in your shoes. I said it from before, to feel just like this isn't what you want. And when you know that it's not what you want and you're willing to put in the work and you see the results, you literally become addicted. I literally just posted something on my Instagram, and it was like, when you begin going to the gym and you see results, you start becoming addicted to seeing more results. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. I don't want any of my girls to feel that type of way with me. I'm so understanding. I am so understanding. I'm so understanding. And I don't know, especially this year, I feel like it's our time to really step up and start stomping on necks. All I'm just trying to get across is, girls, you could do anything. Like, when I say it, I'm not even trying to be cheesy. It's just because there was a lot of things that I never thought that I could do. I had a very limited mindset. I didn't think that I was going to be able to do a lot. And the second I started working out, and the second I started putting myself in uncomfortable situations pertaining, like, you know, my fitness and my health, that's when I started realizing how much I was capable of doing. With that being said, I hope that you guys absorbed everything from this video. If there's going to be any video that I would want you guys to really take, it would be this one, just because, once again, I know how it feels to not like your body, and now I know how it feels to be able to fix it and fix the things that you don't like. And as someone who has done that, I can say wholeheartedly it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. It was the best decision. And I want everyone else to feel that feeling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If any of you really do need help, contact me. Body by Jules. All of my social media links are going to be in the description box below. My link for my weight loss guide will also be in the description box below if you want to check that out. My weight loss guide is $10. I made it very affordable and accessible to everyone because I wanted everyone to be able to, you know, experience, at least try it, see if they don't like it, see if they do like it. A lot of people say they like it. I've yet to have one person who said they didn't like it. Everyone says that they like it. And once again, the workouts are super easy, and I feel like it's very beginner friendly. In addition to that, my link for one-on-one training will also be in the description box below. I have a lot of people asking me what the one-on-one training kind of like includes. So by the time this video is up, I'll actually have a highlight on my Instagram page where you can see in detail what the one-on-one training consists of, because I know I haven't really like discussed it on here or really on Instagram. So I'll keep that in my highlights, so it's always something that you guys can go back to. In addition to the one-on-one training, I have customized workout guides. If you want a workout guide that is customized specifically to you, I offer that as well. And that is another thing that will be up by the time you guys see this video, so you can go through my site and you'll be able to purchase it. And even if you're not, like, let's say you just have a question, if you just have a question, DM me. Like, I got all my girls, I be texting everybody like, hey girl, like, how was the workout? Hey girl, like, how did you find this? Like, they'll ask me questions like, hey, how do you do this? Hey, what should I do if, you know, X, Y, and Z, da, da, da. And I'll help them out. I don't ever mind. Like, I don't mind helping people out. This is my job. This is my job. And I love my job. And with that being said, helping people out, especially for something like this, is the least I can do for you guys. So don't hesitate to reach out. Even the comment section, you can comment there. Like I said, all my social media handles are going to be in the description box below. Everything else pertaining, you know, working with me, training, workout guides, everything will be in the description box below. And yeah, I really hope you guys just enjoyed this video and took everything. And I honestly cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. And I just also want to say thank you so freaking much for blowing up my last video. I did not think that video was gonna really, like, you know what I mean? So I I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm so grateful for all the new subscribers on here. Hey y'all, I hope you guys enjoy. So I will see you guys next time, and yeah, I love y'all. Bye bye.